fantastic and some great driving by these Craftsman Truck Series drivers.
Great point by Eric. This 11 truck will catch the back of the field in about 6 seconds. To Leland Honeyman Jr. be the first truck that's on the lead lap, trying to stretch it to the finish, trying to catch a caution.
Last time by, Heim was the fastest truck on the racetrack. Still just about 2 seconds behind his teammate Honeycutt, who may end up having his hands full in these final 10 laps or so.
Every lap, you just look in that mirror and listen to your spotter. And in this situation, I think Honeycutt says, just don't say yellow. He doesn't want to hear anything about a yellow.
Good battle right here. The 77 of Tristan McKee and Gio Ruggiero battling for the 8th and 9th positions right now. And I believe if Tristan can hold that would be an 8th place finish. That would be a really special day for him.
Well, and he talked about in interviews before the race, anything in the top 10 he would call it a success, and just checked every box today and has done a great job, raced hard, and right now running in that 8th position. But I don't think Gio's done with him yet.
And to your point, Regan, he would tie the best effort for a 16-year-old driver in the Truck Series on debut with Chandler Smith if he holds on to that 8th spot. Ironically, if he wants to break the record, it's Chandler he's got to get up to and pass.
Got 10 to go. Gio's got a little bit faster truck, it appears, and here's Spencer Boyd in that 76 truck.
Spencer representing a Child's Wish Foundation today. They got a special guest at the track, Ashlyn Cardone and her family. An initiative by that organization to try to grant wishes for kids who are battling some pretty severe illnesses. Spencer very excited for the chance to allow Ashlyn and her family a chance to see this event unfold and to see this truck and shine a bigger spotlight on that organization.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at all those trucks ahead, Regan, and like you said, just don't make a mistake up there.
Don't make a mistake, and don't look now, but Corey Heim has been slowly closing that gap just a little bit. How cautious is Kaden Honeycutt being as he gets to these trucks? That could be a factor in it. He knows that he's got a little bit to breathe with right there, but you don't want to let somebody like Corey Heim get close enough to sniff anything other than just thinking that he's racing for second right now, and he's trying to. He's another 10th this lap right here.
7 to go. Honeycutt clear of Elliott Sadler and Andres Perez. Next up is going to be Chris Wright and the 62 of Leland Honeyman in the fill-in ride. And the truck that Christopher Bell was set to pilot to start off the afternoon. Honeyman doing a good job getting pulled off the bench.
Yeah, he's done a great job today. Kept that truck in the mix all day long.
Made up some great spots early in the race, and yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for more out of that 62 truck than what Leland's been able to accomplish.
Honeycutt and Heim have raced each other hard. In fact, they finished 1-2 twice this season. Heim coming out on top in both of those races at Rockingham and Michigan. That trend continued as recent as last week in a late model stock car when Heim spun while trying to get the lead from Honeycutt. They're teammates, but they both want to win just as badly. That time, Honeycutt responds and is the quickest truck on track.
Working their way through these lappers. Everybody's being respectful and giving these leaders room to race.
It's all about just catching them at the right place, right? And being able to complete the pass, but also widen the exit of the corner off of whether it's corner 2 or corner 4 to be able to really get that momentum when you get back to the straightaways. The worst thing is if you catch them and you're just exiting the corner and getting up to the wall, and then you're beating the steering wheel if that happens.
Heads up move by Cole Butcher. At the end of the backstretch, he pointed low to Honeycutt to let him know where he was going to put his truck. But I think it still may hold up the 11 just a little bit. It's down to about a second with Muniz on the bottom lane.
There's your second place truck of Heim. Watching what Honeycutt is dealing with Frankie Muniz. He goes to the outside there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time.
Kaden Honeycutt, as you clear Frankie Muniz, feel just a little bit better, right?
Got
you got
two
a little
trucks
bit
between
of a
us.
gap. Yeah, 2 trucks between you, a little breathing room in front of you, and maybe you're taking a breath. Maybe you held your breath for a few laps, but now you can breathe again.
Eric, I said statement race today for Kaden Honeycutt, and I think that's exactly what it's become as the white flag falls.
1 lap to go for Kaden Honeycutt. The driver who cut his teeth on racetracks like this, the short track ranks. Got his first Truck Series win on a road course earlier this year at Watkins Glen. Said he's always loved Richmond, and I think he's going to love it even more. A dominant day for Kaden Honeycutt, getting momentum back on his side a race before the chase starts. Honeycutt wins at Richmond. And how about his crew chief? Win number 38. Scott Zipadelli closing in on the all-time record held by Eric Phillips at 44.
What a great day for this team. Called it perfectly, executed every moment of the day, and now it's time to celebrate.
Kaden kicked off.
From last 2 weeks, Scotty. Great job, guys. Hell yeah.
The last 2 weeks, I talked about
it's all
that. They
about.
weren't on
Yep.
pace like we're accustomed to seeing. Today they said that's part of our past.
But you can hear that emotion, right? And Caden's voice right there, and how pumped up he is about that. And by the way, he's had a big week. Found out that he's going to have him and his wife having a baby. I believe a little baby boy here in a little while. So that's a heck of a week for Kaden.
Well, I guarantee we're going to hear about that. Getting to celebrate the announcement of their baby due in February. Wow, that's so cool, isn't it? Get to make that announcement and then to get to celebrate with your team. You can hear the emotion, the excitement.
His wife Jessica here at the track with him today. I spoke to Kaden earlier this week and said, what are the emotions sharing with the world that you're an expected father? He said, I'm very much excited to be a dad. It's something my father prepared me for very well, and I'm really looking forward to it. And he's already starting to collect trophies for the little one that's incoming.
Scott Zipadelli in that all-time win list as a crew chief, closing in on Eric Phillips. And when you think about the amount of drivers that Scott Zipadelli has been able to do this with and find a way to get it done, you just can't give him enough credit. Just managing drivers, young drivers, and helping them out throughout their careers.
The fans approve of the smoke show that they've waited about a day and a half to see. For a race that was slated to roll off, or I should say about a half a day. We were supposed to run last night. This is why I can never be a crew chief. Math is not my strong suit. Honeycutt climbs from the truck victorious for the 2nd time in his Truck Series career.